What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rob's here, and today we're going to be discussing the final Saitama vs. Goku video, and this is the one to end all debates. And basically, to kind of summarize my past video, a couple weeks ago I made a video with Toasty where we're talking about basically who we think would win the fight between Saitama and Goku. It was one of those questions that's been popping up ever since One Punch Man popped up in the anime list of amazing shows, which, by the way, I highly recommend One Punch Man. It's amazing. It's currently at 11 episodes, and it's going to end on the 12th one, so I highly recommend anybody out there who hasn't seen it yet, check it out, because it's absolutely incredible. But basically, Saitama is a joke/gag character who is so powerful that he beats anybody in that show with one punch, hence the name One Punch Man. And because he's incredibly powerful, every time you get this one character every couple of years, people always like to compare them to characters of the past, and Goku is a specific one. This has happened pretty much with any series, from like Naruto to One Piece, Naruto versus Goku, Luffy versus Goku. It has even extended to outside of the anime universe, with other places like DC, for example, Superman versus Goku. It's always going to be a go-to thing whenever a new powerful anime character pops up. How does he or she fare against Goku? Now, obviously, Saitama is incredibly powerful, and right now, I'm not even going to side with anybody. After watching all of One Punch Man episode 11 and finishing the manga, actually, officially, I am not going to side with anybody, honestly, because at this point, we don't know. All I can say is Saitama himself is a character with no limits, basically like Superman, and Goku is a character that breaks limits. So by that writing logic, it's a infinite loop, I should say. It's like, how do you break limits when there is no limits? I feel like if a fight between Goku and Saitama happened, it would just never end based on how it goes. Now, according to writings of Dragon Ball Z, Goku should win because that's what he does. He always overcomes any challenge he comes across. He always figures out a way to win. I mean, that's what's happened. You know, he's transformed through many Super Saiyan transformation. Right now, he's considered a god. He has always broken those limits that he has created in the previous fights in the series. And that's what Goku is. He is just his character that breaks limits. So according to Dragon Ball Z rules, he should easily be able to beat Saitama over the course of like 100 episodes or a 5-hour fight or whatever. That's what he does. That's just according to those rules. But if we are to go into the One Punch Man universe and look at those rules, according to those rules, Saitama wins in one punch. So theoretically, if Goku fought Saitama in that world, he would lose to one single punch, if not more. So again, just because both of these writing rules are just kind of stated there, this is literally an infinite loop of a fight that would never end. It's dividing by zero. Because of that, I am not going to side with Goku or Saitama in this fight. It's literally Superman versus Goku all over again. But one thing I do want to correct myself on is initially when I made that comparison video back a couple weeks ago, I said, you know, Saitama's probably at the same level of Raditz, which is absolutely ridiculous now that I finished the series. And I take that back. He is definitely not Raditz. He's a lot stronger. But again, when I said Raditz, I didn't mean, you know, in a disrespectful way, because if you compare Raditz to the average character or power level from any other series, Raditz is a powerful person. That's what I meant. I didn't mean that, you know, oh, he's basically Raditz, you know, Goku can flick him. That's not what I meant at all. But kind of going back here, Saitama versus Goku is just a loophole that would never end. And honestly, I'm just going to leave it down to the fans of both series, Dragon Ball Z fans and One Punch Man fans, which play nice, by the way, because I saw how crazy people got in the comments of the last video. I guess let me know your thoughts in the comment section below who you think would win. Now remember, if you're a One Punch Man fan that doesn't know Dragon Ball Z, Goku is a god level character that always breaks limits. Like, that's his character by rule of writing. That's what he does. He breaks any limit that's presented in front of him, and that's why he's always been such a fanfare to a lot of people. That's why Goku is always that character from the anime world that represents pretty much any fight out there. Whether it's a comic versus anime, you know, DC versus Dragon Ball Z, or even just cross anime universes like Naruto versus Dragon Ball Z, or you know, One Piece versus Dragon Ball Z. Whatever the situation is, Goku is always going to be that character that breaks limits, and because of that, that's why people always choose him and side with him, and he's pretty powerful, let's be honest here. I mean, even if you watch Dragon Ball Super, his last fight with Beerus was so crazy that literally they were about to destroy the whole universe off of like 3 or 4 punches. Think about that. To everybody that was saying that Saitama has the power of, or half of the Big Bang is Saitama's punch, remember, 3 Goku punches theoretically would destroy the universe. So it's like, this is a good fight, honestly, when it comes down to it. I will say that Goku has a couple of better techniques than Saitama. For stars, he can fly. He has instant transmission. And of course, he has his infinite power of, or supply of power. Well, not infinite, but near infinite power supply. supply of power where, you know, he'd be able to really go into this fight. But then at the same time, you have Saitama, who has this, who's pretty fast, he's really powerful, and I feel like he could actually hurt Goku. But end of the day, when it comes down to it, this is just one of those debates that aren't ever going to end. So if you're a One Punch Man fan, consider that. And if you're new to One Punch Man, you're probably immediately thinking, there's no way that Goku can lose to Saitama. Remember that Saitama is this character that's literally written to be invincible. He has infinite power, infinite energy. In episode 11, small spoiler, when it comes across the enemy, which I'm not going to discuss because I don't want to spoil the whole episode, the guy immediately says, wow, this guy has no limits to his power. So it's like, that's how powerful Saitama is. I mean, as plain and as comical as he looks, he is in a position where he isn't exactly going to, you know, lose that easily. Like, Saitama's character is purposely written to be incredibly ungodly powerful. But then again, if you think about it, any anime, any series, anything that's, you know, in entertainment, the main character is always supposed to be written to be that powerful. I mean, you're never going to make a series where a character is just downgraded to the point where they're really, really weak. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. But if you're new to One Punch Man, just watch it, check it out. Watch, you know, there's only 12 episodes. I'm sure by the time you even watch this video, all 12 episodes are going to be out. As of today, there's 11 episodes, and the 12th one is going to air in a couple of days. Just check it out, and then think for yourself who would win between the fight between Goku and Saitama. Again, with myself, you know, previously I was really much one side with Goku. But now that I've actually caught up to the series and finished it, I'm going to stay neutral here and not really choose just because it's tough. It's just dividing by zero, like I said. It's an infinite loop, a fight that will literally never end. Again, Goku is a character that's written to break this limits. He is a character that's written to never freaking lose. Granted, I guess you could argue that he lost the fight to Beerus, but again, that was more of a sparring session. You could also argue, and you know, with his fight with Beerus, he actually ended up breaking that limit and became even stronger when he achieved his Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form. But at the same time, Saitama is a character who's written to have no limits. He's like the Superman of the anime universe. He's a joke character, he's a gag. Everybody he's come across in the series has been incredibly powerful, extremely destructive, and Saitama will always pop out and knock him out in one punch. Like, that's how strong that character is. So consider that when you really think about your position here. So in the comment section below, I guess either comment Goku or comment Saitama, and let's see who the community sides with. I mean, based on my last video I put up, it was pretty dead even. Like, it was very, very even. But at the same time, what I've noticed in the comments is there was a lot of one-sided fans where either people didn't know Dragon Ball Z and they knew One Punch Man, and vice versa, where they knew One Punch Man but didn't know Dragon Ball Z. So kind of just take a minute to think about the feats of both characters, the powers of both characters, and what would actually happen if they met on the same battlefield, how that would, you know, turn out, and then really try to think about who would win this fight in the comment section below. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, like I said, I take back what I said about Raditz. Wow, I can't believe I even compared him to Raditz. But again, at the same time, I didn't mean to compare him to Raditz in the terms of saying he was weak. Again, Raditz is a powerful character when you compare him to other universes. He, like I said, if he walks up to a random monster or something, I'd say in the One Punch Man universe, if Raditz was to punch them, they would probably explode the same way that, you know, a punch with Saitama was. So that's the only reason why I use Raditz. I didn't use Raditz in terms of saying, oh, he's that weak. So yeah. But in terms of when it comes down to it, again, Saitama has no limits. He is incredibly powerful. I'm going to say this again, because if I don't, I know there's going to be some people who are just going to kind of ignore everything and just kind of side with what series they like better, which is what always happens. I mean, I know when it comes down to these cross-universe debates and discussions, people are always going to side with what they love the most, and it is what it is. But based on what I said, I guess comment below what you think, who you think is going to win the fight compared to both of them, and why. And let's see if we can have a civilized discussion debate here in the comment section below. So yeah. And also, if you want to just go ahead and rewatch the old video for shits and giggles, I will link that in the description below. But as of today, as of, you know, finally finishing up One Punch Man, my final verdict is I honestly don't think this fight will ever end. If Saitama has unlimited energy, Goku has this unlimited supply of energy he can pull out of nowhere, this fight would never end. It would just keep going on and on and on until the universe probably... You know what? I feel like if Saitama and Goku actually fought, I would just, you know, pull a Beerus versus Goku here and think the universe itself would just collapse and get destroyed over the course of the fight, just because these guys would just go so crazy. I mean, Goku is a selfish character. He's not the type of person that would want to, you know, hold back because he knows he can hurt the universe. This dude would probably destroy the universe just so he can prove a point and really show off his abilities. Whereas Saitama, I feel like, would be more on the defensive side and not want to destroy the universe, so he'll probably want to try to kill Goku. But in the process of that, I feel like the fight would ultimately end up destroying the universe, just like how it almost happened in the Battle of Gods when Goku was fighting Beerus and stuff like that. So yeah. But I mean, again, no limits versus limit breaker. It's a weird ongoing situation here. It will never end. So I guess it's up for you guys to decide. So drop a comment below which character you guys are going to side with, and I guess we'll just leave from there. But from now on, this is the end of all Saitama vs. Goku debates. I'm not doing any more Dragon Ball Z versus One Punch Man comparison just because, again, it just doesn't make any sense. And based on me having more knowledge about One Punch Man right now, I'm just going to end it at that. So yeah. And also, I gotta apologize. I'm not gonna lie. When I initially did that video, I thought I knew enough about One Punch Man, but I didn't, I guess, apparently. And, I mean, solely, I just kind of compared it off of feats alone. But what I noticed about the One Punch Man universe is the way they write the story of the characters is what you want, what you desire, is what you become. I mean, freaking Saitama desired to be so powerful, so incredibly strong that he can protect people, and he became that. He essentially became this god of that universe where he can, you know, put his mind to it, and through pushing his character, his humanity past his limits, he became who he was, Saitama, aka the One Punch Man. But again, I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of how you think this fight will end up, and I guess we'll take them from there. So yeah. Anyways, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop a comment below. Enjoy the discussion. Be nice. I'm just saying that be nice to each other, because I know people get really heated when it comes down to these cross-universe battles, but it's inevitable to be discussed, so here's us to discussing it, and I guess we'll take it from there. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Ramstyle, and I will see all your amazing Super Sandwiches in the comment section below. Peace.